Click this button. Okay. Looks like I'm alive, baby. Hello, hello. My hair and I are live. My hair and I are live. You know I'm a Leo because of this mop. There's a lot of it there. Can you see the pup in the background over there? I don't know how to do this. Hi, happy Friday. It's 9 a.m. So as I build an audience here, because I'm starting from scratch again for these readings, because I haven't done them in a while, what I'm going to do is, as I try and get my hair to be somewhat normal, yeah, right, that ain't going to happen. I'm going to do a general reading for everybody, for the collective. And it's Valentine's weekend, so I think we're going to make this more relationship oriented. So that's pretty cool, don't you think? I have to remember the camera's over here. I'm used to doing lives on a phone, but this has to be done on a laptop. Everything is so different. Everything is so different. But, that's not a bad thing, right? Different is not dangerous, although the nervous system is going to deem different as dangerous. So before I get going here, I just wanted to share with you guys my book, Overcome Overthinking. You should buy it. It's on Amazon for right now. It's $9.99. Overcome Overthinking, 9 steps for indecisive individuals to reclaim emotional mastery, gain intuitive clarity, and access your inner power to make confident life decisions. So I wrote this book basically because so many of us are ambitious and we're highly sensitive. We're empaths, so we feel everything, even if that everything is not ours. And a lot of times we're in self-doubt and we have a wobble when it comes to making decisions. So I've got exercises in here. I've got a lot of great information. So this is a really great guide. You can get it on Amazon, and I highly suggest it. I've gotten so many really great positive reviews, and it feels really good to be helping people. Thank you, God, for allowing me to help people, because I've received so much help in my lifetime, and it just feels so good to give back. So get your book. Get your book. Okay. So far, we don't have anybody here. That's okay. My ego can handle this. I don't know. Can my ego handle this? My ego has to handle this. All right. We all got to start somewhere. We're going to use Romance Angels Oracle cards. We're going to use Power Animal Oracle cards. And we're going to use just your regular Rider-Waite, traditional Rider-Waite. So we're going to start off with the collective reading. I don't know if anybody's going to come in or not. Last week, nobody came in. So I stuck around for about 18, 20 minutes, probably do the same today. So if you miss the live part of the live, it's probably because you came in too late. Even though I'm scheduled for 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., if nobody's here and the whole reason is to help people, then I'm not going to stick around. Oop! As I trash my place. Yes. Good girl, Terrie. So we're going to do relationship and love readings today, since Valentine's Day is tomorrow. Okay. Got to shuffle these puppies up while I'm shuffling. I just want to thank you for watching this. If you're watching it in a replay, I'm sorry that you missed the opportunity for a reading here. These are quick readings. But you are more than welcome to book a private one-on-one session with me. All the information is downstairs in the description center. You can also book a reading directly from my website, terriehuberman.com. Just go to the schedule section, and it'll be right there. Okay. And if you want to do anxiety healing and transformation, you can also just DM me, or you can just reach out to me and we can have a little talk and see how I can help you there. Because anxiety and overwhelm, no bueno when you're trying to use your intuition to make choices and decisions, or if you're in the corporate world, if you are managing a team or doing business development, you're gonna need your intuition. You need your intuition for everything, actually. So, if it ain't working right, we can get you working right. And overthinking is going to stand in your way. I wish I could tell you a lie about that, but I can't. So let me pull some cards here. Here we go. Okay. All right. So here are the cards I pulled. We have the Eight of Pentacles. We have the Porcupine, which represents innocence. Free yourself of guilt and shame. And we have Trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. So this is relationship. Now, at this point, it's unclear whether it's romantic relationship or just regular relationship. And what I mean by regular relationship is anything that's not romantic. So it could be like a work colleague, it could be a family member, it could be a friend. So right now we're just going with general. I got to tell you that you are not trusting the circumstance or the situation that you're in with this person. So there is somebody around you that is tested. You're being tested. That's what's happening, is you're being tested. And how can you better yourself with faith and trust? So that's why this hurts so much. That's why this is so frustrating. And then, of course, the fact that it's Valentine's Day, even if this is not a romantic connection, it's still relationship, right? And whenever you're in relationship with someone, no matter what, there's a heart link connection. So there's compassion, usually there's a level of love. It may not be deep love, but there's a level of love. So you have work to do on yourself in order for this relationship to progress. I feel like it's kind of stalled at the level that you're at. Free yourself of guilt and shame. So how are you judging yourself based on your past relationships? Because that's part of the pattern, part of the sabotage that's happening. So having faith is actually really challenging because you're doing your best to believe in something that you can't smell, taste, touch, hear, or see, right? Smell, taste, touch, hear, or see. Yeah, the five senses, right? So you're having to go above and beyond that. And you're being called through another person. Well, actually, you're having the perfect human experience, because the whole idea of being a human is to relate to other people, things, circumstances, and situations. So you really are doing the best that you can in this circumstance, but there's more work for you to be done. And it's about your judgment. How are you judging yourself? Letting go of the judgments, because the judgments are actually coming from and stemming from the past. Pulling another card here. We have Six of Pentacles. Yeah. As a matter of fact, some of you may be desiring and maybe not having a relationship, but desiring the relationship, which is why you need to take a look at yourself and why there's more work that that needs to be done. So this actually, it could be because you're on a precipice with a relationship. Now it is starting to feel romantic. So let me pull another romance card. Chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction there. All right. So this is definitely turning into a romantic reading. This actually feels very similar to a relationship reading I gave yesterday to somebody. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. So the thing is that you really, really like this person. You really like this person. You like this person to the point where you can sense and feel that they're that you like this person, and it's been a really long time since you've felt this way. So there's this sparked excitement within you, and that's what's making all of this harder. And they are not, they're not at the same level as you, because if they were at the same level as where you are, you wouldn't need to put the faith and the trust, because you would already have the information. So basically, there's a lot of uncertainty in this relationship right now. And you're used to, and this makes complete sense. Look, if you resonate and you connect with me, it's because you have a level of anxiety, or you stress out, or you get overwhelmed quickly, because you're a deep feeler and a heavy thinker, right? So you have this relationship that you're interested in this person, and you just don't have all of the information yet. This actually could be a new relationship, or a newer kind relationship. When I say a new relationship, guys, it could be like within a year. Like, to me, that's still a new relationship. Not everybody, even if you've been together with somebody for a year, not everybody has let their guard down enough to show their true colors. They're still sort of impressing people. So this is a new relationship or a new interest, and you just don't have the information that you want or need. And so what's happening is that you're being poked at by the uncertainty. So your overthinking, your creativity, the anxiety is rearing its ugly head. And based on your past experiences, you're judging yourself as a certain way of being. But you have to remember that you're not that person you were with your last relationship. This is really important. It's coming through very strong. You're not the same person you used to be. So if you continue to think, feel, and behave that you are that person who you used to be, you are sabotaging yourself, and this relationship ain't gonna work. It's just not gonna work, no matter how much faith and trust you have. Because the faith and trust is what is the action for the unseen. And so what is being seen, or what you know, is the fact that you really like this person and you're really attracted to them. You probably can see yourself with them so far, even though it's new. Everything is meshing very nicely, but there is a lack of trust, a lack of faith, in which you're judging yourself as being as feeling guilty or having shame from previous relationships. There is still work for you to be done in this area, and it's not done yet. Like, you haven't gotten to that point yet. So I am going to go so far as to say, at this stage where you're at with this person, it's definitely easy for me, and I'm confident to say that this person you're with right now is not your person for right now. Look, I want to give people the opportunity to become that person. So I'm not going to, cut this off at all. But what I will say is that you still have work to be done. And this is a really, 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 really wonderful opportunity for you to do that work and to break those patterns of where you're at and what you're doing. Um, so this is a transformational period. This is almost like it's almost like a pivot period or a PowerPoint. I'll call it a PowerPoint period. It's when you have a point of power where you could say, okay, I could either continue being the same person I used to be and how I handled relationships before, or I could be really aware and have the awareness of how I feel, what I'm thinking, and understanding that I'm in a position of uncertainty and I'm not going to rush into decisions. I'm going to just sit and wait and let this story unfold so that I know what steps to take. Then this could really heal you, and the transformation can be there. And you'll start to notice that you start to draw in and bring in different partners. Okay. So this Valentine's Day, if you have a Valentine and you really, really like them, but you're still in the new stage, you're really going to want to take note of what your thoughts are and what your feelings are. And if you if you take any actions from that place, you may be sabotaging yourself yet again. So the real uncertainty that is happening, you're not imagining it, you're not making it up, you don't have all the information and data. You have to do your best to trust that you will take care of yourself enough to get more information and data and let the story unfold. Okay, so that is our relationship reading for this Valentine's Day. And so far, nobody has come into the chat. So I am going to head out because I've done a collective reading for everybody here. I sure hope that you enjoy this reading and that you get something out of it. If you're watching this on the replay, let me know if any of this resonates with you. Okay. I also want to let you know tomorrow's Valentine's Day. So this Valentine's Day, I am having a 50% off special this weekend. So it starts tomorrow. And if you're on my mailing list, you're going to get all the information. It's going to be sent to you tomorrow, how you can get for this whole weekend until midnight on the 15th at 50% off a bundle of heart tapping guided heart coherence meditations. Normally they're $45. And so this weekend only, they're going to be $22.50. There are 3 pre-recorded guided meditations that are going to help you feel better about yourself, feel more confident about yourself, the way you look, the way you feel, the way you present yourself. So all of that information is actually going to be, if you're on my email list. Also, if you're on Instagram at all or TikTok, the information is there as well. Remember to use code, I think it was LOVE26. Can't even remember it. I got to figure it out. LOVE26 at checkout. You'll get 50% off this bundle, this Heart Huglet bundle. That's 3 meditations at half off. So that's pretty cool. All right. I think that is it. And I'm going to be taking off. I hope you have a lovely weekend and have so much fun this Valentine's Day. And if you're single like I am, there is self-love. You do not have to feed into the storyline of, hey, if you're in a relationship, everything is great. Because I guarantee you there are plenty of people out there who are in relationships who are miserable, right? So do not compare yourself to somebody else who might have a relationship, even if you want one. And the more you want it, the less it's actually going to come to you. It's called the universal law of repulsion. It's crazy the way that all works out. But if you want to work with me one-on-one, then you can learn how all of that works. All right, you guys, have a fantastic weekend. I hope you enjoyed this reading. comment in the comment section below and let me know if any of it resonated. And I will see you next Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific.